Hi everyone, welcome back to Tanya to Guide. So in this video, I'm going to show you about how to know the index faster. Okay, so if you wanted to know the index faster, there is a function, know the index faster. So there is a function called enumerate. Okay, this enumerate function takes a collection like tuple and it returns an enumerate object. Okay, now using this function, I'm going to find out the index positions very faster. Now let's write a program for suppose ovals equals to, let us take some, this is, I'm just taking it in a list. Okay, now write it in A. Okay, yeah, A, separate that with a comma, E, comma, I, comma. These are the vowels, right? A, E, I, O, and also U. So now let's write that also U. Okay, now I have created a variable in this. Okay, now for this, for I, separate that with a comma and now use letter. Okay, that these letters are going to print in the output. Letter in enumerate. So if you type enumerate, you will get a function enumerate. Okay, enumerate of variable. Vowels is the variable. Enumerate of vowels. Okay, we did the mistake. Yeah, here we are getting vowels. Now separate with. Now proper indentation is very important. Print of I means you will get all the vowels. Along with that, you will get the index also. Okay. Now see, comma, letter. Now letter. See here, what you're going to get here. Now I'm just repeating it once again. Enumerate function takes a collection. That may be a tuple, list or anything. Here I took as a list. Okay. Now this function adds a counter as a key. Okay. Like it's an index or something like that. Now see, we got the output like this, but we got a syntax error. Now where is the mistake? Let's sort it out. Now see here. Yeah, let's sort this. For I in letters in enumerate of vowels. Yeah. We should get the index position. Let's try it again. Yeah, we missed the thing is, I think most of the people have not observed. The thing which we missed here is, we put a, okay, we put stop. That's the reason we are getting this. Yeah. So see here, now it is equals to, I have just removed that and I have separated that with a comma. Now see, and also there is a mistake. One more thing that we missed the single quote. Yeah, now it's going to get. Yeah, see, 0 index position is A, 1 index is E, 2 index is I, third index is O, fourth index is U. Okay, so now this is a program to get the index faster using a function called enumerate. Okay, I hope everyone understood this. So here I means it will take all the index positions. Okay, now this letter will take all the letters. Okay, yeah. So make a note on this. Let's moving forward to the some of the questions. Yeah, and moving forward to, now see, if you wanted to remove this, use just Control L so that it will go away. Just tap on this, click on Control L. Now I'm going to write a program. This is like Python quiz. Let us take A equals to true. Now B equals to false. Now print of A minus B asterisk 2 plus B. Now what is this going to result? A minus B and all that. Okay, so just try, keep trying. What is the output? Just have a guess. I think most of the people know about BODMAS and all that, right? Yeah, let's run it. We got an error, okay, because B is not defined. Okay, now see here, if you want to, why we got an error? Because I declared their capital B. Now, if it is like this, now what is the output? 1 we are going to get, because it is taking true and false, okay? So based on the mathematical operations, it is just working on that. Okay, it is getting true because 1 is true. The last, if it remains 1, it is true also. It is coming back to true, 1, false, something like that, okay? So suppose now we gave A equals to true. True means it is actually like 1. Okay, I'm mentioning with hash 1. Now see here, this is like false means 0, right? So 1 minus 0, 1. Now again it is multiplying with 2, 1. Plus 0 means it remains nothing, 0. 1 plus 0, 1 only. That is the answer. Okay. So even though we gave true or false, the main thing is it is converting it into binaries only. That is what the main aim of this logic. Understand everyone? For suppose instead of this, if we replace that with false, see here, I'm just changing to both false. What is the output? 0. Now, if it is the above one is true, or if it is true or false, something like that. Now I'm just changing this with true. See here, can anyone guess the output? -1 we are getting. Okay. So it is not like true or false. True means 1. Okay. And false means 0. Okay. I'm just changing these values also. So this is like a logic based on true or false, but the internal logic is based on 1 and 0. Okay, so don't get confused based on this. Okay, it's very, very important. Yeah, let's moving forward to the one more question. So this is like, for suppose A equals to some Tanya. Okay, now B equals to, I just mentioned single quote, but the same thing, Tanya. Okay, now if I declare print of A equals to B, now what is the output we are going to get? Okay, see here, we are getting true here, but it is not like single quotes or double quotes, both are same, but the thing here they are calculating is the length of the letters. Okay, now see here, if I remove A and if you run this program, it will say false. Okay, because both the letters are not having equal length of the letters. Okay, when the length of the letters are equal, then we can consider that values. Okay, but if the length is not equal, we need not to consider this. I'll show you one more example. For suppose if it is Tanya to guide, okay, both are different. Previously it is same like Tanya and Tanya, but now it is not same. It is Tanya to guide and now it is Tanya. Okay, in the variable A we are having Tanya to guide and now we are having this one. Okay, now it is not equal, so it will return false. Understand everyone? So when you are checking a statement like this, it will get true only when both the values are having equal length of the letters. If they are equal letter lengths and if they are in single quotes or double quotes, it doesn't matter. Now see here, Tanya and Tanya both are same and it is in single quotes and double quotes, it doesn't matter. It will return a true statement. Everyone got an idea? So it is calculating the length of the letters. Okay. Yeah. Next, moving forward to one more question. Now this is a list. You start guessing. I'll just write the program here. List of range 2, 8, 2. Okay. Now it is start taking this within the range. Okay. Now res some variable I'm just assuming. Okay. X of -1. Okay. -1. Now plus X of 1. Now what it is going to take? Okay. What is going to print in the output? Can anyone guess? We have to write a print statement here. Print of res. Now, can anyone guess? So firstly, I'll tell you one thing, that list of range. So it is starting taking from 2 and it will increment +2, +2, +2 each and every time. Start, step and end. Okay. Now it is starting with 2. It will increment with +2. So now 2, next to 2 is 4. Now next to 2 is 6. Now next to 2 is 8. It will start taking like that till 8. Okay. Now x of -1 means x of 0 means 2. X of -1 means it will start from the reverse. -1 means 2 only. Okay. Forward index position will be there and reverse index position, both are there. Okay. According to the reverse index, -1 is indicating with 2. Okay. Now 2 plus the forward 1, 0 and 1. Now 2 plus 8 is equals to 10. The output will be 10. Understand everyone? So -1 means 2. 1 means index of 8, okay, which is in the first index position. So we are getting the output. You can declare like this also. Now moving forward to one more question. So till now what we discussed about the enumerate function, and also we discussed about true or false statement. Okay. Now we are moving forward to one more question. Now, yeah, I'll show you one more. Yeah, now see here. This is a variable I'm just declaring in a list 1, 3, 5. Okay. Now print of x star, which is used for multiplication. Now what is going to get the output? Many of the people were thinking, yeah, start thinking, we'll get like this. It's not like star is there, so we have to multiply something like that. No. Star 2 means it will multiple that. Okay, what is the list which is there with us? It is going to double. Okay, it is not like 1 into 2, 3 into 2, which is 6, 5 into 2, which is 10. It's not like that. Okay, we'll get the output like this. For suppose if it is some x star 4. Now what is the output which we are going to get? We are going to get the 4 times the list. Okay, 1 3 5 1s, 1 3 5 1 3 5 1 3 5, something like that. Okay, what if instead of this, if I write some name like Tanya to guide? Okay, now see what we are going to get in the output. Now use Ctrl L to clear all this. Now see, we are going to get Tanya to guide, Tanya to guide, Tanya to guide without any spaces. Now if you need any spaces, just give the space over here. Now you can get in the output. Now see, we got 2 outputs. Previously it is like I didn't give any space, so that is the reason it's all clumsy together. Now I gave some space, then Tanya to guide, Tanya to guide, Tanya to guide. It is printed 4 times. Fine. Now if I write a statement in this, okay, please subscribe. Okay. Now, if I print this, what I'm going to get, see here. Please subscribe, please subscribe. It is repeating for multiple times. Okay. So star operator is like this. Fine, everyone. Understood? I think so. Yeah. Now let's moving forward to one more question. Now see here. I'm just writing a variable. Yeah. So x is equals to 2, y is equals to 3. Now x equals to x plus y. Now x equals to x minus y. Okay, if you write like this, it will be very lengthy. I'll tell you the thing also. Print of x. Again, you have to write print of y. Okay, if you write that like that, you'll get the outputs 2 and 3 only, because it's not getting updated. Or else if you do like y is equals to something, if you add, okay, y is equals to x minus y. Okay, now see, the values will change. You'll get the reverse values like x value for y, y value for x. Instead of writing all these codes, it's better to write the code x comma y equals to y comma x, which is very simple. And no need to write the print statements, which are very lengthy. Print of x, print of y, and all that. You can write print of x comma y. Okay, it's so simple. Now see the outputs. 3 comma 2 is the output. Understand? Yeah. Now next, moving forward to, yeah, I'm just clearing all this. Now see, if I declare x equals to 1, hash, which is used for comment, hash 2, hash 3. Now what I'm going to get in the output, print of x. See here, we got 1. The value which we gave already, it is only considering that. The rest of the things is assuming as comment. For suppose if you write 1, 2, 3 and hash 1, hash 3, something like that. Now let's see the output. 1 to 3 is your output. Okay. The value which you are giving previously is assuming as its value. Okay. Usually hash is used for comments in Python, but here it is not like that. Okay. Here also the same thing. It is taking as comments, but don't get confused. Like, yeah, hash is there, so it is completely none answer, something like that. It's not like that. If you include 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 something, and if you put hash 1, hash 1, hash 2, hash 2, hash 3, something like that, it won't take all these. Okay, it will take the value which is before the hash and it is giving the output. Okay, so hash is used for comments. You can comment all these numbers also, but still it will take the value as a variable. Okay, it does not take these values which you mentioned in the hash. The rest everything it will take as a value simply. Okay, so don't get confused. These are the miscellaneous questions which are very, very important. Even you are good at basics also, this may make you confused. Now next I'll tell you one more trick using a split method we already discussed. Other than that, yeah. Now I'll show you one more thing. X equals to 1, 1. No, I just want to mention it in double quotes or single quotes. Underscore 11. Okay. Now see here. If I write print of float of x. Now what we are going to get, we're going to get the complete value. Okay, but we mentioned it in float. So that is the reason in the output you're getting decimal. So now x is equals to, actually it is 4 ones. Okay, but I used underscore in the middle, but still it is assuming that it has 4 ones and 0.0, as 0 is coming because of it be indicated it in float. Instead of this double quotes, you can mention single quote also. Now I'm just removing this and I'm mentioning it single quotes. Still you'll get the same answer. Okay. Instead of this float, I'm just using int. Now let's see what's going to get the output. See, the difference between float and int you got understood, right? Float can take up to 15 decimals and also it is indicating with dot. Okay, something like decimal points and all that. But integer, it is not like that. Okay. Yeah. So now instead of this, I'm just changing the values to some 1, 2, 3 underscore 3, 4, 5. Now see here what is going to get 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 is our output. Okay. So these are the very, very important questions. If you get confused, have a practice. This lot of practice will make you like, you can crack this. Okay. Now next one is, now see here, x equals to 2 and y is equals to 2 again. Now z is equals to type of x. You'll get to the type of x. Read the question very carefully. Double equals to, now type of y. Now what you'll get? Print of z. Understand? So now you're going to get in the output false. Okay. Because 2 and 2, it is not equal. Here I separated with a comma. So now when I separate like this, you should be remember that Oh, it is a tuple. Okay, so tuple, in order to create a single item in a tuple, we should always separate that with a comma. Otherwise, both will equal. If I remove this comma, now both will be equal. Okay, the type of x and type of y will be true. Both are in numericals, like integers only, no? But if you separate that with a comma, now the above x will become tuple. Okay, the above x item will become tuple. If you wanted to know the type also, you can use the function print of x, then you'll come to know what type it is. See, you got the type. Okay, so it is tuple. Okay, so now like this, you can just write the functions. So this is very, very important. Don't assume that, oh, 2 and 2 values which are both same only. Why it is false and all that. Okay, it is false because it is tuple. That is the main reason. So I hope everyone understood all these questions, and I'm moving a bit forward. Okay, now it's based on some logic, more logical questions. For suppose, for I in range 5. Okay, now we should put parentheses and also column. Now I is equals to I plus 1. Okay, now if you write print of I, what you're going to get in the output? 1, 2, 3, 4 something. It's starting with 0 and all that. Okay, if at all I have moving from here to here, now see the output. We got 4. Okay, so now here I didn't declare the variable equals to. So that is the reason we are getting like that. If you put equals to, now let's see what we are going to get the output. 5 directly you will get. If you move the indentation straight forward to the for loop, okay, you will get directly the value it is taking within the for loop 5. Okay, but if you put the indentation like somewhat, I is equals to I plus 1. Now let's come forward. See here. Now see the output. You'll get the values like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is taking 0, next 0 plus 1, which is returning 1. Now 1 plus 1, which is taking 2. Like that, it will repeat till 5. Okay. Usually people will say the wrong answer for this question. Okay, they'll say only the answer 4. Okay, but I just want to make you confused. That is the reason I have added here plus. Okay, most of probably the students, what they'll do is they won't see the question and they'll directly see the plus operation. Yeah, directly 5 is there, so I'll get 4 only. Okay, but this is not a logic on that. Okay, if you put for suppose 78, see how you will get. You will get 78. The number still 78. Okay, orderly you will get 78. Instead of that, if you put 7, see, you'll start from getting from 7. Okay, yeah. So let's see how we are going to get once again. Okay. Let's run it again. See, we got the output. Okay, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we got the output. Okay, if you just move this indentation, directly we'll get the answer as 7. See, 7 is the answer. Okay, moving this indentation makes that much difference. I'll show you once again with some other numbers also. Now see, here for I in range means it is taking from 0, 1, 2, 3 and all that. Okay, now 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. Like that, the loop repeat and we'll get the number of iterations 7. Okay, now if you move the indentation to a bit, now you'll get the items also. Like what are the things in that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and all that. Okay, so don't get confused. Understand the logic, how the are asking. Okay, this is very, very important. Now the next question is, now add method and append method. Based on that, I'm going to make. Now see here. Now x is equals to, I'm just creating, you have to tell me what is this. This is a set, tuple, dictionary or what? Okay, so just answer for yourself. Now this is x dot add. There is a method in set, I think. Okay, add method. Now start answering for this question. If you really answer for this question, you are good in programming. This is because this is a very basic question. Okay. So it's easy to moderate level question. Now see here, what is the output we are going to get? We'll get 3. Okay. Why 3? Because we added one item, still you may get a doubt. No, but you have to remember some concepts like set does not allows duplicates. Okay. Madam, we add in the item 20, we should get the length for, no, it's not like that. Okay. Though we added multiple items also, it will take only number of items which are not duplicates. See, again, it is 3 something. Now, if I repeat some 40, now the length will change to 40. Even if you added this 20 also, it does not allow, because set does not allow any duplicates. Okay. Now, this is a very important concept. Okay. I hope everyone understood. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thank you.